was a year that saw fire and rain. The year began with more rain than we could imagine, more rain than we could handle. South San Diego hit especially hard. Weather unfit for man or beast.
I got my bill from the city of San Diego for sewer service, and we are the sewer.
Fall saw hot temperatures, dry brush, Santa Ana winds, and the terrible sum of those parts. Fires, nowhere near as destructive as the wildfires in Los Angeles, but terrifying nonetheless. It was a year when we saw far too many young people die. Gang violence continued to claim victims.
Right now in this city, young boys are dying. It's a waste because people don't get it. That's right, amen. They keep killing and keep killing. They don't get it.
It was a year when some people with problems seemed to try and solve them with gunfire. 5 dead at the Family Fitness Center in El Cajon, 3 dead at an apartment complex in the same city.
She can't make sense of any of this.
It made no sense that 2 young boys, best friends, were murdered after going out for a bike ride.
I miss him so much, it's hard.
It made no sense that 2 other boys were just walking along when a drunk driver killed them.
Him and I talked about drunk driving, and he was telling me it was stupid. And then he gets killed by one.
It was a year when a long ordeal ended.
Find the defendant, Dale Anthony Akiki, not guilty.
It was a year when old friends, San Diego institutions, fell by the wayside. Home Fed closed its doors. San Diego Trust was sold. The Naval Training Center felt the budget axe, and the last class graduated. But it was also a year of hope, a year when Ty Hardup got a double lung transplant. 1 lung from his mom, 1 from his dad.
So I have an unlimited amount of things I can do, and I plan on doing them.
We saw joyful reunions, sailors back from long deployments, back in the arms of their loved ones. And we watched as Julie Colburn waited at Lindbergh Field to meet the mother she had never known.
This is my mom!
And 74-year-old Nathan Washington, who 6 days a week takes a broom and cleans up his neighborhood. He doesn't get paid. He does it because he wants to.
One man can make a difference in a neighborhood.
He could revolutionize it if he's positive and go at it the proper way.
And when we showed Pauline Baker getting off the streets into an empty apartment, San Diegans were touched enough to bring her clothing, furniture, and food, just because they wanted to.
Thank you.
It was a year, like most years, of tears and laughter and surprises. I mean, who would have guessed that we would see Hank Bauer water skiing behind a horse? But in 1993, anything was possible.